Welcome to the healthcare edition of GS1 TV. GS1, engaging with healthcare providers. Imagine a world where healthcare uses one globally standardized approach to identification and barcoding of medicinal products, medical devices, patients, and caregivers.
It is ambitious, but it's absolutely necessary. Our ambition, our vision was really to improve patient safety.
And lets caregivers focus on what's most important: the patient. Let's take you to the main event where you'll get key insight into why Project Imagine is so important to the patient and to the healthcare provider world.
Thank you so much for coming to the launch of Project Imagine. We at the Global Office have been very excited about the work that we have before us here as GS1.
Barcodes in a hospital should be everywhere as much as they are today in every supermarket in the world.
Why isn't everybody doing it? Well, there are what I would call islands of excellence out there, where we have some fantastic examples from France, from here in Switzerland that we heard about. GS1 and Imagine is trying to build a tool set for UMOs to go into hospitals and spread the word and show that they can be done.
We do really think we are on the edge of a breakthrough in the use of GS1 standards in healthcare in the UK. And we think that that is hugely significant. And the thing that's changed, because I have spoken before at GS1 conferences on this issue, what has changed is suddenly our government has woken up to the potential of using global standards.
So not only internally we have to do a lot of work to make sure we are all aligned, we also need to increase the awareness outside, to increase the awareness in the hospital, which is one of the main goals of the Imagine project.
So what's the takeaway? We talked to some of those participating to sum it up.
In the UK and in other countries, we can start to see a determination amongst healthcare leaders to really go for it. And that's why I think this is such an exciting time, a pivotal time actually for healthcare globally.
I think it's exciting times and interesting times for GS1 Healthcare. I think they shouldn't underestimate the challenge, but I think with Project Imagine, the MOs are being given the tools so that they can go into the healthcare market and use the standards and make sure that the standards are used appropriately by healthcare providers.
I think the MOs have a very, very important role. The GS1 MO is per se neutral, so it's per se neutral in the market and has a high acceptance by most of the players. So I think the MO, the most important role is really to find out the right champion, have contact with that one and leverage on that base.
Next, GS1 TV takes you to see Project Imagine in action.
Pour ce faire, ce robot a besoin de pouvoir identifier les médicaments qui rentrent dans son système. Et pour ce faire, il a besoin d'un barcode avec des informations adéquates. Avec une identification unique et universelle en plus, on a la capacité de tracer depuis l'arrivée du produit jusqu'à l'administration du médicament au patient, le chemin et quel médicament a été administré.
When you are thinking on identification strategy, you have to use a standard. So you can either reinvent your own standard and identify a way to identify the drugs or the persons. So you can reinvent the wheel if you wish, but I think today the best solution is to use an existing recognized international standard. And regarding the medication process, I think GS1 is really the standard we have to use today.
Let's talk to some of the GS1 member organizations, or MOs, about Project Imagine.
Take a close look at your market and see what your users in the healthcare providers really want and need, and go to solve these issues.
Glenn, can you add to that, or any other lessons that you can pass on?
Certainly, I think it's really important that Project Imagine brings together for the first time the experiences of GS1 standards implementation in the healthcare sector from across the world. And I think that's critical. The one piece of advice I'd give is very clearly involve clinicians and speak the language of the healthcare providers.
How tough is it to speak the language of the healthcare providers? Was that a learning curve for you?
Absolutely. I think GS1 has been on a learning experience. I think we all need to listen and talk to the people that are on the ground.
That's it for now on GS1 TV. Find out more about Project Imagine by checking the healthcare page of the GS1 MO Zone. Until next time, thanks for watching.